starting this vlog. Well, this is not even gonna be a vlog. It's we gotta really talk. Like really talk. So I'm about to sit y'all down. We're gonna get into this cause it's crazy. Alright, so I probably just made the biggest decision of my life. A lot of people are probably gonna say God just closed the door on you. But bro, another door just opened and I feel super excited on this new chapter in my life. A lot of people has been wondering what's been going on in my job. Why do I want to leave it so bad and why is it so toxic? I've given a year and a half to this job, literally day in and day out. I practically lived there at one point because I was there so much. I've done so much favors for that job, so much favors for the people that work there, and I felt like I wasn't getting appreciated. Just last week, as I spoke about, I did a favor for my overnight manager, and all I asked for was an extra day off, and they didn't want to give it to me. I had to be there on Tuesday to open, which I opened on Tuesday. I literally did not do anything but stay in the office all day and help around the store. A lot of people just been wondering, like, give us the insights. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna mention any company names. I'm just gonna say what's actually been going on, and I'm probably gonna be the first one to ever speak up because a lot of people that I've worked with wouldn't speak up about a situation like this. My job, I obviously was a shift lead at a pharmacy, and it was just pretty much cool for the first couple of months. For the first couple of months of me working there, I felt like, yo, this is the job for me. I feel like, yo, this is what I can do until I pursue my dream. You know, this is where I can stay at to build something for myself, to save as much money as I can so I can be happy. No, I've been in that company twice. The first time I used to do overnight, as some of you guys know, I left it. I left it for the simple fact that I felt like it wasn't for me. Then I decided a couple of months later to come back. It was probably the most stupidest decision I would ever make, but I decided to do it and everything was done and I was in the company again. And the reason why I hate the company so much is because they contradict themselves too much. You know, they don't know what policy they want to enforce at one time. You know, they try to give you 20 policies that you got to listen to and then they'll switch it up within the next week. Like, it just doesn't make sense and it wasn't organized. It wasn't an organized job. Everybody was everywhere. Everybody was doing what they wanted to do. You know, management wasn't doing anything. You know, we pretty much ran the store to the best of our abilities and no one really respected us. Nobody really cared. You know, we would stay 2-3 hours after our shift was supposed to be over just to help, you know, the next shift, and we wouldn't even get a thank you. I know I wouldn't even get a thank you. I don't know about the other shift leads. It just came to a point, the company as a whole loved to contradict themselves. For example, they have this policy where they try to enforce it the most that they can, meaning if a thief comes into the store, we can't do nothing about it. We can't ask for the stuff back. We can't block any doorways, or we can get fired if we ever get caught doing that. But they go from not being able to do anything, but they do want the stuff back. So how we're gonna magically get the stuff back? Like, we have to get the stuff back, but we cannot go up to them. We cannot stop them. We cannot do anything. We can't even get in the way of them. So it's like, you're pretty much telling us we can't do anything, but we have to get the stuff back. We're risking our lives to go up to a thief, not knowing if he has the knife, not knowing if he has a gun, not knowing if he has any type of weapon on his person, that you expecting us not to do anything if they so happen to have a weapon. If we laid a hand on the thief or anybody, we would get fired. So we would get fired for self-defending. That's crazy, right? But that's that, right? Another situation that happened. That Tuesday that I ended up opening, I did go. And literally at 10:41 a.m., another situation happened that just had me like, okay, this is it. I'm done. I get a call from one of my cashiers to come to the front because I don't know about Muslim like religions. I don't know how they work, but all I knew to that point was she couldn't sell beer. She couldn't even touch it. So I took it upon myself to finish the transaction for her because it was a regular customer. I see him all the time. He always, it's always good vibes between us. There's always love. So I decided, you know what, let me just finish it. The customer was clearly intoxicated, and I didn't really get to realize that until the situation was unrolling, that I'm like, okay, I need to take 2 steps back and really analyze everything that's going on. So I didn't even have no type of conversations with him. He was already agitated that she had to call me to the front, like he felt some type of way, and I just tried to explain to him like, yo, she's Muslim, she can't sell beer, whatever. So I'm ringing it up, I'm finishing. Anybody that works as a cashier that watches my videos, you would know that after you're finished ringing every little item up, then you can put them in the bag, correct? I thought I was doing it correct, but he was upset that his stuff was not in a bag, yet I was not done with the transaction. And he just kept on and on about the specific bag, like, why is my stuff not in the bag? And he was getting loud. And I'm the type of person that I do not take disrespect anywhere, no matter if it's in a job, no matter where I'm at. You're not gonna sit here and talk down on me as if I'm a child, bro. I'm a grown-ass man. You're not gonna sit here and try to downplay me like that. Try to explain to him like, hey, I'm not done with the transaction. I'm still trying to ring up the rest of your stuff. And he's just going off like, yeah, I know how y'all niggas is doing me. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm literally just doing my job, and it's mad early. Like, I'm not trying to start. So he just kept on, kept on. And it just comes to a point where I'm human, so obviously I'm a react a certain type of way if you're talking hostile with me. So I started getting agitated, and I'm just like, bro, let me finish the transaction so you can leave the store. Like, I'm not trying to have this back and forth with you. And there's multiple people on the line, and he's stopping the line just to argue with me. So long story short, he ended up leaving, and he started calling me the F word. If y'all don't know what the F word is, this is the F word right here. And he just started calling me the F word. He was telling me to watch my back. I got threatened numerous times in this job. Nobody has ever came back, thank God, but I've gotten threatened numerous times in this job. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come back at 12. I know where you live at, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, bro, like, this is not for me, bro. This is not for me. And it just comes to a point where, as a person, once you reach that end point, your heart and your mind is already set. There's no changing that. Because if you changing that, then you're just feeling like you have to force yourself to doing something that you don't want to do. Like, I've gotten almost spit at. I've gotten beer thrown in my face. I've gotten bags of ice thrown at me. I've gotten merchandise thrown at me. I've gotten a knife pulled out on me. But the company doesn't care enough to be like, you know what, we're going to give you a security guard. We're going to do this and we're going to do that just to avoid any problems. While we're working there, we got to be security. We have to be the cameraman. We have to be a cashier, stock boy. We have to do everything. But yet the company is too cheap to give us a security guard. We're risking our life every time we clock in because we don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I've gotten threatened. I've gotten stuff thrown at me, and I continue to stay. But literally waking up an hour ago, my mind and my heart was already made up. I couldn't stay in the job no more. So what I did, I quit. And like I said in the beginning of the video, a lot of people may think God just closed the door for me. But bro, he just opened the whole new one for me. Today marks the new chapter in my life. Today marks I get to do everything that I want. Thank God that I'm in a position that I can be jobless for a while and be good for a while. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm happy. I'm the most happy I ever been. Why? Because I get to breathe again. I get to live my life. I got my life back. A lot of people didn't know that this job felt like jail to me. That I felt like I had to come in. I didn't have a life. I didn't get to spend time with Destiny. I didn't get no time to spend time with my best friend, nor my mom, or family. Like, I literally worked at that job every single day. And it may not seem like that because I post and this, that, and the third, but haven't you guys noticed that I only post at night? It'll be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I'm recording. That's when I'm up to record. But now things are completely different. I'm back I have my life back. I get to breathe. I get to be happy again. Y'all know the motto. Be humble. Remain hungry. Stay cold.